This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity Business Podcast. These are 10 stories that we're following currently. First, the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ rose on great inflation news yesterday. In fact, the NASDAQ notched its first record close in more than 2 years. The S&P's constantly seems to be hitting new record highs. Second, the Personal Consumption Expenditures Index, this is the thing that the Fed watches the most closely, came in as expected, and that was good news for the stock market, as people saw that as a sign that the Fed can actually get on at some point this year with rate cuts. Third, originally futures pointed down today. Now they're pointing up. We're talking to you on Friday, March 1st. They're now moving in the right direction, the markets. We'll see how that goes today. Fourth, Bitcoin closed above $60,000, an amazing recovery in Bitcoin over the last couple of years. Fifth, a special shout out to John Thomas and the Healthcare Physicians Realty Trust team. They're merging with Healthcare Properties or Health Peak. That merger is supposed to be completed today. John Thomas, Tommy Thompson, the Physicians Realty Trust team, out of literally nowhere, built a company worth $3 billion or so in market cap. Sixth, Eastman Kodak Company, and this couldn't be any more wrong, has a surplus in their pension plan, is looking to tap that pension plan, for general business needs. This to me is the kind of thing that companies can only do because of the Pension Benefit Guaranty Corporation, that backup. This idea of tapping surplus pensions, what surplus pensions are like unrealized gains, they go up and down. It's why this concept in Congress of taxing unrealized gains and net worth is so ludicrous, because you don't really have the money until you have the money. Seventh, but Eastman Kodak's an example of just abuse here and a bad idea. Seventh, commercial real estate is a mess, and it's a horrible time for President Trump to have to liquidate some of that. A lot of commercial property values are down by more than 50%. He may have to liquidate some properties to pay off this jury verdict out of New York, or the judge verdict, whatever it is, $355 million. He's got a different verdict of $80 million. And again, whether those verdicts are right or wrong, having to sell commercial real estate at this point is a challenging situation. Eighth, Intuitive Surgical gets a shout out from the Motley Fool with companies like Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk. What they said in Motley Fool, it's just one of these newsletters about finances and so forth. These four stocks are the Magnificent Seven of healthcare. One of those was Intuitive Surgical, two or three Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk, and the third was Vertex Pharmaceuticals. Intuitive Surgical is led by Gary Guthart, brilliant leader. Ninth, we also liked another story from Motley Fool, excuse my language name, my God, I can't talk, which are three stocks that Warren Buffett views as forever stocks, and those are Amazon, Coca-Cola, and Procter & Gamble. Now, I have a small number of individual stocks in my portfolio. Two of those are Amazon and Coca-Cola Company. So like all people, I'm a fan of this confirmatory bias. Doesn't mean I'm right or wrong, but everybody likes to see their ideas confirmed. Procter & Gamble I don't hold individually. 10th, a sign of the times, Oprah Winfrey has left the board. She's left the building of Weight Watchers. She has ended up over the last 12 months losing a ton of weight using weight loss drugs, the GLP-1s. And it just goes to show, 1 year of that versus 20 years of Weight Watchers, it seems like there's a clear winner. We'll hope that we don't find that these GLP-1s cause all kinds of unexpected diseases or cancers or other kinds of things. But my goodness, what an easier way to get there. Now, I was a very average high school wrestler, but if I had GLP-1s, I could have wrestled down 2 or 3 classes and maybe been a very good wrestler at a lower weight class. I don't know, and we'll never know because my high school wrestling days are 30, 40 years in the past at least. In any event, thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Again, 10 stories that we're following today. Thank you very much for listening.